anything else, opinyo lang namin ta. Gusto lang namin i-share kasi why not, di ba?
Number 10. Still 17. Gong Wujin is a 30-year-old single man, and he works as a set designer. Due to a trauma he experienced 13 years ago, he does not want to have a relationship with others. When Wu Xiaori was 17, she fell into a coma. 13 years later, she wakes up from her coma. Her mental age is still that of a 17-year-old, but she is now 30 years old. Gong Wujin and Wu Xiaori get involved with each other and fall in love. Number 9. The Tale of Nokdu. Jen Nokdu lives on an island with his father and older brother. He is smart and a good swordsman. Since he was little, his father did not let him study or go to the mainland. One day, his father and older brother are attacked by a group of female assassins. Jen Nokdu chases after one of the assassins to the capital. During that time, Jen Nokdu meets Dong Dongju. She wants to shoot the king with her arrow, but Jen Nokdu saves her from trouble. Meanwhile, the assassin that Jen Nokdu chases goes into a widow village. To find out who and why his family was attacked, Jen Nokdu disguises himself as a woman and enters the widow village. There, he meets Dong Dongju again. She is an apprentice to become a jiseng. Number 8. While you were sleeping. Hongju is haunted by seeing the future deaths of others in her dreams. What's worse is that she does not know when the deaths will happen, but she tries to stop her dreams from becoming reality. One night, Hongju dreams about the death of her own mother. Meanwhile, Jay Chen is a rookie prosecutor. He and his younger brother move to a new house, and they become neighbors with Hongju. One night, Jay Chen dreams that Hongju's car will lead to a chain of events including the death of Hongju's mother, and then Hongju. When Jay Chen senses that his dream is about to become real, he takes extreme action to stop it. Jay Chen and Hongju later work together to solve other cases. Number 7. Angel's Last Mission. Love. Lee Yeon-seo is a cynical and arrogant ballerina. She is the prima ballerina, but after an accident she has to give up her dream. After her parents' sudden death, she doesn't trust anyone since there are a lot of people lurking around her and her inherited money. Because of her distrust and arrogance, she is unable to love anyone. Kim Dan is an optimistic, carefree angel who is always getting into trouble. In order to return to heaven, he is tasked with a mission to find true love for Yeon-seo, but falls in love with her instead. Number 6. Extraordinary You. Yoon Dan-oh is a 17-year-old high school student from a wealthy family who suffers from a lifelong heart condition that inevitably means she will not live past her teenage years. However, when Dan-oh realizes she is experiencing long gaps in her memory as well, she comes into the unhappy inheritance of another fact in her life. She is a character in a Korean webtoon, and all of her actions are predetermined by the artist who draws her. To make matters worse, she discovers she is only a supporting character in the cast. With her newfound understanding of the world she inhabits, she is determined to find true love in her own plot line and circumvent the author's plans for her character by utilizing the flashes of storyboard she alone is able to see. Number 5. It's Okay to Not Be Okay. A story about a man employed in a psychiatric ward and a woman with an antisocial personality disorder, who is a popular writer of children's books. Moon Kang-tae works in the psychiatric ward. His job is to write down the patient's conditions and to deal with unexpected situations, like if patients fight or they run away. He only earns about 1.8 million won a month. The woman is a popular writer of children's literature, but she is extremely selfish, arrogant and rude. Number 4. Weightlifting fairy Kim Bok-ju. Bok-ju is a weightlifter who is pursuing her dream of winning the gold medal, but she then finds romance for the first time in her life. While she is a woman who trains with heavy steel weights, she is also very feminine when it comes to relationships. Focusing solely on weightlifting would jeopardize her relationship, but leaving her weightlifting career for love would keep her from attaining her dreams. Can she find a way to have love as well as glory at the age of 20? The characters within this drama are elite athletes in weightlifting, swimming and rhythmic gymnastics who work hard to reach their goals in life. It covers their coming-of-age stories and relationships through hectic life. Number 3. W2 Worlds. Oh Sung-moo, the father of cardiothoracic surgeon Oh Yeon-ju, mysteriously goes missing while writing the last chapter of his webtoon W. Yeon-ju goes to his office looking, but a hand from his monitor suddenly pulls her in, and she finds herself on the rooftop of a building, next to a man bloodied. She manages to save the person, only to realize that he is Kang Cheol, the main character of her father's webtoon. Yeon-ju later discovers she can only enter and leave the webtoon depending on Kang Cheol's feelings. Number 2. Youth of May. In May 1980, during the turbulent times of the Gwangju Uprising, Hee-tae and Myung-hee fall in love. Their love seems destined by fate. Hee-tae is a medical student who entered medical school at the top of his class. He seems like an easygoing person, but he also has an unyielding spirit and obstinacy. Myung-hee has worked as a nurse for the past 3 years. She is a lovely person who stands up against what is not fair. Number 1. Moon Lovers, Scarlet Heart Ryeo. When a total eclipse of the sun takes place, Go-ha-jin is transported back in time to the start of the Goryeo dynasty of Korea during King Taeyo's rule. She wakes up in the body of 16-year-old Hae-soo and finds herself in the house of 8th Prince Wang-wook, who is married to her cousin. She soon befriends several of the princes and meets the ostracized 4th Prince, Wang-so. Although she knows she should not get involved in palace intrigues over the succession to the throne, she inadvertently becomes a pawn in the struggle, as several of the princes fall in love with her.